I hate short form. When I consume it, I fall down a doom scroll every single time. Next thing I know, hours have gone by and I have lost a quarter, half of my workday, half of my time to work on other things, and I hate it so much. It is the reason why that despite having Instagram and TikTok on my phone, I don't use them and I try not to open them. Unfortunately, I do still use YouTube. I do try to limit my YouTube use on my phone to only on my laptop, because if it's on my phone, I can get to shorts very easily, which is a problem for me. So I just try to limit my usage of all of them, especially on my phone. But I need short form in order to be a successful indie author. So I'm starting back up with TikTok. Hi y'all, I'm Bella Reve, an aspiring author currently working on my debut novel, which will be an adult fantasy romance novel set in college. The beginning focuses more on the romance, the end more on the fantasy. You can find out a whole lot more about my novel by looking at my series Bible video linked in the cards somewhere. So let's get into what changed my mind, how I'm going to use it, and specifically how it is going to benefit my career in the future. So this is a bit of a journey, so stick with me. I'll get there, I promise. It was the Age of Scorpius publishing debacle that happened, and the journey on TikTok before that. It was an insane situation, a situation that I didn't discover until after everything had happened. Previous to this, I knew that TikTok could benefit authors. I knew that it could be a powerhouse when it comes to getting visibility. But I didn't realize how much until this point, until I saw this situation unfold. The amount of people that bought the original book before they had even seen any amount of content within it was insane. I think they said they made 6 figures with the pre-orders, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so I didn't hear about this until the aftermath had made its way to YouTube channels that cover book drama. So I'm always late on hearing everything that's going on. I have not been keeping up with the situation in the last few months. I know that some stuff has happened. I know that lots of things have come to light with everything that's going on. I just, at this point, I want to wait to see what happens after the book gets republished. I want to wait to see what the author does. I want to wait to see all of this. I don't have time to spend hours every week focused on this situation, but I am interested to see what happens moving forward. So anyways, this solidified me needing to go back to TikTok. This solidified me needing to make short form content again, because if I want to be a successful author, if I want to publish, I need people to sell to. I need a product to sell to people. And my YouTube channel isn't really for readers. It's more so for authors and other writers. YouTube is not the place. But let's get into the plan. First off, I'm going to talk about YouTube. I am going to be keeping YouTube as long form videos like this one. I will not be doing shorts on YouTube probably ever. I want to keep those separate. I have a problem with getting distracted. I have a problem with organizing my thoughts, and I need to really focus in order to be able to focus on something for long term. So YouTube long form videos will be for writers and authors and other people, potentially readers who want to know more about me in depth. TikTok and reposting on Instagram will be for readers. Those are the platforms where I will be targeting readers specifically by sharing more of the content of my book and not so much the back end, at least for a short period of time. Eventually I'll be doing like signings and packing stuff and gift giveaways and stuff, and all of that will likely be on TikTok because that's where my readers will be. But the best way for me to focus on both of them is by separating them. Originally, my TikTok was the same content I posted on YouTube, but just cut up. And I want to change that. I will not be doing tips and advice. I will, however, be posting things related to the story, the world building, the characters, sharing the first few chapters, potentially up until the 10th chapter. Not entire chapters, but like bits and pieces from them, because the story doesn't really start to develop into the fantasy aspect until later. So that's a whole thing. But I want to make sure that I share content that readers can get excited about and readers will be interested in, not writers. If writers find it, if writers want to get involved, that's totally fine. I'm not trying to separate the two, but what you post to target writers and other authors is very different than what you post to target readers. Two completely different groups. And though there is a lot of overlap, they are different. So separating them allows me to focus a little bit more. It also helps with the research. This YouTube channel is not going to grow very fast. I am not really doing videos that are search targeted because I am just sharing my life in long form talking head videos. TikTok, however, is going to be reader targeted. It is supposed to grow. It is supposed to get an audience. That is the intention of TikTok and what I'm doing with short form content. As for my posting schedule, I'm not 100% sure. For right now, I'm going to try to focus on 3 videos a week and see how that does. If I have to up or decrease depending on how I'm feeling, we'll see. But it's going to be a week by week basis of when I post and how often. It depends. YouTube will continue to be once a week if I can work on that. I am trying to aim for Friday uploads, but lately things have been going for Saturday, which is totally fine, but I'm not sure. If there are any questions you have in regards to what I'm going to be posting, if you have any ideas of what you want to see, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to share that. Anyways, the hope for my future for social media is different. I don't want to be forced to post on social media in order to get sales. I want it to happen naturally. I want people to find my novels and me as an author in the beginning and then continue to purchase in the future. So for right now, I'm doing my own marketing. In the future, I might find other book influencers and I might send them free copies of my book with maybe some merch if I can get that stuff done. I don't know. I think it would be awesome to have a launch of my novel with like giveaways and having like PR boxes, like my novel, maybe some bookmarks, a pin, something, I'm not sure. But I think that would be great. But the hope is that social media becomes something I want to do, not something I have to do, which is 2 completely different situations. I want to post when I feel like it. I want to post when I have something to say, not because if I don't post, people will forget about me and then I'll lose sales of my novel. I don't know. We'll see. I have no idea if this is going to work. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I have no idea what this is going to look like and how this will shape and change my future. I don't know. It's just a lot. I will stick with it for as long as I can. I don't know how long this will take. I don't know how long I will stick with it. And we will see what I do. Again, my life can get pretty chaotic very fast. So sometimes I might have to skip entire weeks just because life is way too chaotic, but we will see. Again, if you guys want to see anything specific on my TikTok, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear your opinions. If there is anything you want to see in regards to me as a writer and an author, also let me know. I can do long form videos like that on my YouTube channel. But yeah, if you wanted to see my coming back to YouTube video and how that happened and why, I will have that up on the screen. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.